So, Svein, I've got to say, you guys have had a most amazing week. Why don't you tell me about it from your perspective?
Yeah, amazing is definitely the word for us. None of us really expected. I mean, you always come in with hopes for the tour, I think. But yeah, the way it turned out was really unbelievable. And with Garen's taking the stage and that setting up like the following day team time trial, it just gave all of us that extra bit of motivation to take the jersey. We had a ride of a lifetime that day, so yeah, truly a special moment for the team, and it's great too because it really takes the pressure off the rest of the tour. You know, it's the circumstances can be so different sometimes, and you know if you haven't done anything the first week, it just kind of keeps looming over you, and we've pretty much had a dream scenario so far, so it's been really nice.
One of the big goals was to come in and take a stage win, because that didn't happen last year. Garen's did a great job at that, but then just you guys have been steamrolling through the first week.
Yeah, like I said, that I think when Garen's won that stage, it was just gave all of us that it's just so much extra energy. There's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of strength in that. The morale of the team and the staff and the management, everyone just gets so excited, and you just tend to keep staying on that high, and that allows everyone to bring more out of themselves as well. So that's a really nice feeling.
It's also meant you have had to do an awful lot of extra work, being on the front to close gaps and set the tempo.
Yeah. I mean, that's all part of it, and that's a really enjoyable duty. Yeah, when you have the yellow jersey in the tour, that's like I said, everyone gains a lot of extra strength out of that. And for sure, it taps you out a bit for stages like yesterday, but it's worth it all. We had more expectations out of this tour, but a lot of us are really content with what we've done and proud of what we've done. So it's really nice.
Making history, that's it's got to feel good. I'm gonna ask you, what's the mood on the bus like in general? I gather that it's almost a party atmosphere.
Yeah, certain days when we know it's not going to be too hectic or too crazy, I think everyone's pretty happy. We know the role. Maybe yesterday, guys were a little concerned, maybe a little tired from the first day of the mountains previously, and just kind of looking at the profile, and it's going to be a tough one. And we knew the race hasn't really been sorted out yet, so we knew it was going to be crazy. Other than that, the team's atmosphere has been awesome. Even through a day like yesterday, it's everyone's still super motivated, super happy, and you got a guy like Clarkie going up in the break trying to grab some KOM points, and so we'll keep fighting, and I think there's more to come. I think Gossie's going to come around and have a crack at a few of the stages coming up here. And
everybody in the world has been talking about one particular incident, Busgate. How's the driver feeling now that it's 9 days behind him?
He got over it pretty quick. He's a great guy, and it was one of these things where that was never supposed to happen. Normally, that gate, or the banner, is high enough for all the buses to go through, but then they lower it after. And, the officials were waving him through. Everyone was sure it's coming through, and so he was just following the orders of the ASO. So I think he's more famous now, and I think everyone's taking it pretty lightly, and it makes for some funny jokes, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. That event added to the confusion of the first stage, and with the movement of the finish, and then the moving it back to the original finish, and the crash that happened in there. I gather you got caught up in that crash?
Yeah, I went down, but I was able to really scrub a lot of the speed before I impacted, so I had a pretty easy crash for as far as what some guys had for sure. I got off pretty easy. I was just a little crooked next couple of days, but yeah, no problems there.
You're now 9 days into the tour. What are your personal highlights of it? What do you think of it?
For me, the most special day was definitely the team time trial day. Again, we didn't have big expectation. We didn't have a specific team time trial team. I was just so proud of how everyone really laid everything on the line, and with that kind of stuff, you need a bit of luck. But you need everyone on the same page and everyone giving it everything, like what they're capable of. And I think that's what we did that day, and it's made it truly a special win for the team. But then also, having two teammates get in the yellow jersey, it's so special for the team and for their careers as well, and also just riding on the front in defense of the jersey. That's something I never expected would happen in my lifetime. So,
and on your first tour, yeah. And
Yeah.
the team's making history. So the world is paying an awful lot of attention to what you guys are doing. So the fact that you're on the front is pretty amazing.
That's a great feeling.
You're the sole Canadian on the team with a whole bunch of Aussies. Are you rubbing off on them, or are they rubbing off on you?
I think I'm pretty quiet in that, but I definitely pick up a lot of Aussie slang, and Canadians and Aussies are not too far apart. We get along instantly right away. I think that's one of the things that's you'll find in Canada when Aussies are visiting, or the opposite, Canadians in Australia. It's really easy to mesh into each other's culture. I think we have very similar mindsets and similar humor, and so yeah, it's it's no culture shock. I couldn't imagine being on an Italian team or French team. I can't imagine doing too well in that type of environment. So I feel really fortunate to be part of this team, and the guys that we have are awesome.
Whenever I've been at the tour, the number of Aussies at the side of the road are really impressive, and they're very vocal. I'm sure that's having an effect on the team too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, the Aussies are crazy fans. I've never seen anything like it. The road's just lined with Australian flags, and at the start, it's really impressive how much they get behind their countrymen. They're truly sports fans.
So who did you end up with as a roomie?
Cameron Meyer.
You guys obviously get along well.
Yeah, we've done we've done the Giro in 2010 together. And he's a really good kid and a solid rider, man.
Has the team got another objective?
We got we're going to take a crack at the field sprints coming up with Gossi, and I'm going to give everything I have in the time trial coming up here next.
Awesome. Well, I'll wish you the best of luck, and enjoy your rest day.
Thanks, man.